Hey guys, how y'all doing? Coming back at you with another video on a Tuesday evening. Went ahead and loaded up a video for you on my top 25 for week 8 going into it. Um, Fun video. Y'all go check it out. End of the video will be over here for you. You can click on it right there. I appreciate it if you watch it. If you don't, shame on you. Not really, but I appreciate it nonetheless. So today we got a little Biletnikoff Award look at preview for you. I am gonna go my top five. We'll go 5-1. Kind of surprised at one coming for you. I'm hoping you all will appreciate. Maybe not, but we'll see. Coming in at number five, gonna go with the national media route. Ohio State's Jeremiah Smith having a solid year out there and up in Columbus. Been one of the biggest stories. If a certain someone wasn't 17 years old and excelling at the way he is, I believe the story would be 18-year-old Jeremiah Smith is, the new sensation. His age would be the spectacle, not necessarily someone born in 2007. Ew. Anyway, Jeremiah Smith up there with quarterback who is really good on the legs. He's got to be a little more proficient in the air, but even with that, he's hauled in 32 receptions for 553 yards and 7 touchdowns, catching 17.3 yards a catch. The guy's electric. One-handed touchdowns, multiple of them in the same game a couple weeks ago. Played pretty well against Oregon. Really special player, getting a lot of national media attention. Will definitely be up there. Um, I think he's a really, really solid wide receiver who has the potential to join the upper echelon of Ohio State wide receivers like Olave, Wilson, guys like that in the NFL now. Obviously, some greats who have retired since. But moving on to number four, the 17-year-old sensation, Ryan Williams out of Alabama. Now, what's remarkable about Ryan Williams is two things: his receptions and his yards per catch. Receptions, 23 on the year. As much as the national media talks about him, only caught the ball 23 times. Kind of a surprise when I was looking at this because I knew I wanted him on here, but only 23 catches on the year. But he's averaging 25 yards a catch. 25. He's averaging a quarter of the field every time he catches this football. Obviously had an unbelievable game against Georgia in the biggest game that they faced. So when the lights were turned up the brightest, he didn't shy away even at his age of 17, if you guys didn't know. Big shock, breaking story from me. Ryan Williams is 17 years old. I don't know if you guys knew this. Was complete news to me when I was making this video. Can't believe it. 17. Yeah, 17. Anyway, 23 receptions, 576 yards, 25 yards a catch, and 6 touchdowns. That means over 25% of his catches have been touchdowns. Dude's a freak, absolute freak. Um, watch out for him, even this year, but next year, yeah, that guy's going to be a problem. He already is a problem. Number three, Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is something that the sport of college football has not seen in a long time. Somebody who is so dominant that when ESPN lists their impact players for Colorado on offense and defense, it's Travis Hunter both times. He's a spectacle on defense, but he's been fantastic as a wide receiver. He's got 49 receptions, 587 yards, only 12 yards to carry, lowest on this list, but doing huge things for their passing attack. He's got 6 touchdowns. The guy's athletic ability is almost unparalleled. He's got that shoulder injury. Hopefully he'll be okay, be able to continue at the pace he's going on. Had a fantastic year so far, and will probably look to continue doing that on a Colorado team that really likes to throw it to him. And I don't blame him. I would too. Number 2, out of the University of Mississippi down there, the Rebels in Oxford, Trey Harris. 987 yards already. Now he's picked up some of that against lackluster competition. You can make that case, but to accrue 987 yards over what is it, 6 or 7 games for them? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. 59 catches, 987 yards, 16.7 yards a catch, and 6 touchdowns. Now, 6 touchdowns, pretty consistent with the rest of the guys on this list. The 987 obviously stick out to you. He's had some really good games. Been a huge factor of that offense. Jackson Dart's favorite weapon by far. Super fast, super explosive, really good route runner. He's number 2 only because the guy in front of him is having the quietest, ridiculous season, maybe in the country. Nobody's talking about this guy, and he is leading in a ton of statistical categories. 806 yards, top 5. 62 receptions, number 1. 10 touchdowns, number 1. Behind Trey Harris for yards. Trey Harris is number 1. Forgot to mention that. But 62 receptions, 806 yards, 13 yards a catch, and 10 touchdowns. Now, if I told you that name, or I told you those stat lines, you'd look at me and go, that's ridiculous. What top tier program has this guy? This guy is nuts. How have I not heard about him? Is it Ryan Williams? Is it Jeremiah Smith? Is it Ashton Jeanty converted to wide receiver? No. It is Nick Nash. Learn the name. Learn the name Nick Nash. San Jose State University. This guy is quietly having one of the best seasons out of a wide receiver in quite some time. 10 touchdowns already. This guy is an end zone magnet. 62 catches, 806 yards in their, not blessed offense at San Jose State. Let's be real. But the guy is a stud, absolute stud. He's electric with his speed. His route running is incredible. He's making the defensive backs he plays against him into highlight films that nobody's watching because nobody knows who Nick Nash is right now. That's gonna change. Maybe not from me. Sooner or later, somebody's gonna pick up on this guy. It's me right now. 62 catches is nuts. Top of this list. 806, only behind Trey Harris. 13 yards a catch, not great, but he's got 800 yards and 62 catches. 10 touchdowns? Are you kidding me? That's close to 2 a game. This guy is the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. Real deal Nash. Big Dick Nick has come to college football. It's not Nick Foles, Nick Nash. Mark it down. My number 1 in the race of the Biletnikoff Award. Look out. Big teams, you don't want to see this guy. He's going to embarrass your 5-star corner, Nick Nash. Probably won't win it because he's from San Jose State, but he's the winner of the people. He will be. Tune in next game you get a chance to on probably, I don't even know, Tubi, PBS Kids when they broadcast San Jose State, because unless you're from San Jose, nobody's going to be able to pick up those games. I mean, maybe ESPN Plus on the very, very back. They probably play on like Tuesday nights because it's San Jose State. But if you get a chance, watch him go. That's what I got. I'm very passionate about this guy. I like him. Like him a lot. So just to recap, number 5, Jeremiah Smith, Ohio State. Alabama's Ryan Williams at 4. Colorado's Travis Hunter at 3. Trey Harris of Ole Miss at 2. And the savior of wide receivers, the touchdown magnet, Big Dick Nick Nash. Look out for him. The San Jose State football team has got a gym. That's all I got for you. That's my Biletnikoff Award update, which is, again, the best wide receiver in college football. Will it be Nick Nash? It should be. If you're going to let Ashton Jeanty win the Heisman, why can't Nick Nash win the Biletnikoff? Do the right thing, voters. Pour one out for Nick Nash. That's all I got for you. Thank you for tuning in to the Endline Sports. I'm your host, Tyler Scott. I'm super happy to have had you on this one. I had a lot of fun making this one. Not a lot of people do Heisman rankings, do conference rankings, and I do those too. And but Biletnikoff Award, a fun award, one that a certain Tennessee receiver brought home in 2022. Shout out Jalen Hyatt. Not panning out great in the NFL, as I'm sure Giants fans can attest to, but what Giant fan is watching this? You've got the worst quarterback. Oh, he's bad. I mean, only behind Deshaun Watson. The guy just can't perform. He can't. He went to Duke. I'm getting off topic. Nick Nash. Know the name. Know the name. Thanks for tuning in.